Hello and welcome to this Astranti Connect YouTube video taking a look at goal and objective setting. This is a very useful tool, one that you can use in the counsellor-client relationship to help give your clients goals to work towards. And also you can use it yourself to set yourself your own goals, and that may provide more focus for you as well. Now, this is a topic that is covered in more detail on the Level 2 course. So if you are looking to start your counselling journey, please check out our website www.astranticonnect.com for more information about our Level 2 courses. We offer Level 2 courses in physical centres and also online, and we have courses starting in March and September of each year. And if you do like this video, then please like and subscribe. We've got plenty of videos on our YouTube channel, one's looking at theories, one's looking at the industry and various different counselling insights as well. And we're going to be posting a lot more over the coming weeks and months. So please like and subscribe. So what is goal and objective setting, and how can you use it in a counselling setting? Well, setting objectives can be a very useful way to help a client, particularly if there are certain issues that they want to overcome. Let's say that you have someone that is afraid to go outside, they're afraid to meet new people, so you might set targets of leaving the house a certain number of times in a month, and you build on that over the course of your client-counsellor relationship. Perhaps it's once a month this first month, and then twice a month the next month, and so on. Not only does it give them something to work towards in terms of helping them overcome an issue, but just having that goal, having that objective themselves itself is a good way of providing focus and stability. Particularly if someone is very flustered, very temperamental, their life is all over the place, they're having trouble controlling everything, giving them a specific objective to work towards can provide that focus and stability. And this can also form part of your counselling session as well. How well did you do based on that goal that we set last time, etc. So it can be a very useful way to help your clients. But there is a caveat to that, and that is to do with setting the right objectives, the right goals. Setting the wrong goals could have the opposite effect, and that's why in the CPCAB syllabus we teach a system for setting goals and objectives known as SMART objectives. And SMART doesn't just mean it's smart as in it's a good objective. It means, and it's an acronym for various different components of an objective. We're going to go into those in this next part of the video. The reason why it's important to set SMART objectives and to set the right goals is that poor goal setting could make the situation worse. For example, if you have someone that is very, very flustered, feels like they can't do anything right, etc., if you set a goal that is completely unattainable and they'll never be able to actually achieve it, to set them that goal and them not actually be able to achieve it, it's just another thing that they failed at. It's going to make them feel worse. They think, I couldn't even achieve that goal. So it's very important to set the right goal. And the SMART Objectives acronym is a great way of setting a decent goal. And what we're going to do is look at each part of this saying, this acronym, SMART. So, what does SMART stand for? Well, the first letter, letter S, stands for specific. It must be a clear, identifiable outcome. So, for example, the earlier one I said about was someone that going out of the house. So if you just say you leave the house once a month, then the next month you leave the house twice a month. Well, what does that actually mean? Does it mean just literally leaving the house? Could they just open their front door and stand on their doorstep? Just leaving the house is not a very specific, identifiable outcome. You could say you are going to go to the shops once a month. You're going to go to that supermarket. You're then going to go to meet your friend at a particular pub or a particular restaurant. It's a more specific, identifiable outcome. Another example of that could be if you wanted to lose weight. Saying, I'm going to lose weight is not an identifiable outcome. How much weight? When are you going to lose it by, etc. Whereas saying, I'm going to lose £5, That is an identifiable outcome. It must also be measurable so that you can track your progress to it. If it's something that you'll never know if it's complete or not until it is complete, it's not measurable. You're not tracking your progress. You're not being able to specifically say, yes, this has now been achieved because I can measure that I have achieved this goal. Same thing for losing weight. It's a measurable outcome. You can look and you can stand on the scales, think, right, I've lost 2 pounds, my target's to lose 5 pounds, so I'm making progress on that. Must also be attainable, something that is possible, something that is realistic. So again, going back to the weight example, or going back to an example of fitness or something like that, saying you want to be able to run 5 kilometers in one go. That is something that's possible and realistic for the average person. If they put some effort in, they put some training in. But saying that I've never run in my life, but I'm going to run the London Marathon in a record time next week is a completely unobtainable outcome. It's not possible, it's not realistic. So something must be realistic for you to continue working towards it. If it's completely unrealistic, you won't work towards it, and maybe you'll even make the situation worse, as I've mentioned here, where you then feel like a failure because you haven't met that objective. Must also be relevant to that situation and relevant to your client's situation to help them with their situation. So again, if they are, for example, lonely and they want to meet more people, then it needs to be a target that's relevant to that. To say, oh, well, you're lonely, therefore I'm going to set a target for you of saving up for a new car. Well, what will that do? How will that help with the situation? It needs to be something that will actually help them to overcome their problem. And then finally, T stands for time-bound. You need to create some form of urgency, some form of deadline for this goal so that you have something to work towards. If it's completely open-ended and you can deal with it whenever you want, there's no motivation, there's no incentive for working on it. So you need to have a deadline for that goal. So let's recap. SMART stands for specific identifiable outcome that's measurable so you can track your progress. It needs to be something that is possible and realistic so you can attain it. It needs to actually be relevant to the situation of the client, and you need to set a deadline for that. So let's give an example here. And when I put the example on the screen, I want you to pause the video, take 30 seconds to think about whether or not this is a SMART objective. So here it is. To lose 9 pounds in the next 3 months due to self-esteem issues over the client's weight. So the client is concerned about their weight, it's giving them self-esteem issues. So we're going to set a target to lose 9 pounds in the next 3 months. So pause the video, think, is that specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound? Okay, welcome back. Let's take a look. Was this a SMART objective? So let's look at the first thing, specific. Was there a specific identifiable outcome? Yes, to lose 9 pounds. That was the outcome. Is it measurable? Can we track that progress? Yes, you can track whether you're losing weight by weighing yourself at intervals, maybe every week, every fortnight, once a month, to see if you are making progress towards that identifiable outcome of losing 9 pounds. Is it possible and realistic? Yes. 9 pounds in 3 months is only £3 a month. That's less than £1 a week. That's perfectly realistic. If it was to lose 9 pounds by next week, that would not be realistic. Or if it was realistic, it would be very, very bad for the client to do that. You would have to potentially damage your health to lose that much weight in a week. So that would not be an attainable, suitable, realistic goal. Is it relevant? Will it help their situation? Yes, because they are having self-esteem issues. That is their issue, and that issue is related to their weight because they feel that they are overweight. So losing weight will be beneficial for that situation. And is it time bound? Is there a deadline? Yes, it's in the next 3 months. So that is an example of a SMART objective. If we just said to lose £9, whenever, because you want to get a promotion at work, that's not helping the situation. Losing weight's not going to help with the promotion. There's no deadline there. It would be possible, but it's not giving a specific outcome of when it's going to be done by. So that, in this particular example, you can see that all those requirements for SMART objectives have been met. And hopefully you'll be able to see why that is useful, because that does help to create a goal, a decent objective that can help with a client's situation, and why it's important to set SMART objectives and not to set poor goals that might make the situation worse. So thank you for watching this short video. I hope you have enjoyed it and found it useful. I hope you now have a better idea about SMART objectives and why they're important and why you can use them in the counsellor-client relationship. Again, if you did enjoy this video, please like and subscribe. We're going to be posting many more videos like this over the coming weeks and months. And do check out the website, www.astranticonnect.com, for more information on our CPCAB courses, where you'll learn about subjects like SMART objectives, but in a lot more detail and also a lot more practical application. So thank you for watching. Goodbye for now, and I hope to see you again for another video.